Okay, we'll play some more Wytchwood today. We ended yesterday with finishing up getting the ox because we need the souls of we need the ox, bear, snake, or one more. You remember, but at least those. And we finished up getting ox yesterday. So let's get into it. Okay, let's see here. Mm, Okay. Okay, let's do this. I think return to the forest, fix this tree. Oh, did I not? Back. There we go. Uh, I select this stuff before drilling. I'm really enjoying this game so far. Played for several hours yesterday, which I've put up into videos on YouTube. Yeah, definitely need more of those if not of the soot spread, but of the embers if I want to make more pots. I think I need to make few more to get some more milk from the cow, and then a few more to put water in. Water. Let's see. And go get some milk. Oh, we can get some eggs as well. And green. And did he? Yeah, he has a well right here. Okay, and I know I am going to need more goblin snot or whatever it was, so definitely need those two dolls, if not more. And also make some more tea. Yeah, we need more stuff. Mm, Okay. I kicked over those little rock piles like you asked. Now give me that shard or I'll knock over this nest too. You smash fairy shrine? Good, good, take it. We don't want your trash. Nice. Okay. And there's supposed to be one in the forest well. Let's see what we can do there. I have been down there several times, so I don't really know what else I can do down there. Yeah, this is just all the normal stuff. You hike up to blah, blah. You hike up the hem of your skirt from the ankle-deep well water and duck down to inspect the small damp cave. Pale shape quickly retreats further into the dark space. You hear the labored breath of some pathetic thing, frightened and alone. Hello there, don't worry, I won't hurt you. Bloodshot eyes blink nervously up at you. The creature gazes longingly at the light of the world above while simultaneously cowering from it. Poor dear, what are you doing down in this hole? I bet you're hungry, aren't you? Two thin, malnourished arms twist out of the crevice. One hand tightly clutches a shard of glass, while the other hand reaches out to you, begging for food. Okay, so we need to make a roast beef. I also need to make one. This. I make one more. Yeah, let's do it. There. Oh yeah. Okay. Um. There we go. Here you go. The creature snatches up the meat so quickly that you nearly lose a finger. It scurries back into its little crevice, and you hear a satisfied munching from within. Take it. Nice. Now we can go back to the Weeping Maid. Wonder if I'm gonna get a key for that chest. Um, Up here, right? Left. Yeah, there she is. Have you found any of the mirror shards? I wonder where they could be. You gingerly hand over the broken glass shards to the maiden. She is careful not to cut herself on the razor-sharp edges as she slots them into the mirror frame. The pieces click into place perfectly, and the surface of the mirror ripples like the water on a lake. The ripples calm, settling into the form of a pristine crystal mirror. She gazes into the mirror in awe. Look, it's as good as new. Oh, the maiden's reflection ripples and morphs into the visage of a handsome young man. My love, is that you? Overcome with joy, a fresh stream of tears roll down her cheeks. I I can't believe my eyes. I don't understand. What happened? Where are you? I'm imprisoned inside my own head. It's horrible here. You have to get me out. You went to the snake, didn't you? Why would you do something so stupid? Oh, listen, my love, I have a confession to make. I'm not actually that good of a musician. What are you talking about? You were so beautiful up on your balcony. A bum like me would never get your attention, so I asked the snake to help me out a little. I thought I could protect myself from Snake's hypnotic gaze with this magic mirror, but then you went and broke the darn thing. I didn't break it. It slipped out of my hand. Wait, don't put this on me. How could you be so irresponsible? One problem at a time, children. We fixed the mirror so it should be able to break the snake's spell now. Yes, so you have no idea how unbearable it is being stuck in here. There's nothing but awful poetry and song lyrics that don't even rhyme. Please, Granny, take the mirror. I can hardly stand to look at this buffoon any longer. Babe, wait! Uh-oh. I guess blaming her didn't do any good for you, huh, my dude? Do we have to equip it? No, I don't think so. Or do we? I don't see it. Wait, what is this? Huh. Yeah, it says confront the snake. Do we use, um, Hmm. Yeah, magic mirror, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Dang. Um, okay. Sudden dread grips the snake as you swing the shimmering mirror to meet his eyes. The mind-altering patterns of his gaze are reflected back to him. Slowly but steadily, the snake leans closer and closer to the surface of the mirror. His forked tongue clicks against the glass and then disappears beyond it. It's so beautiful. Like a length of rope being pulled through an eyelet, the snake rushes forward and vanishes into its own reflection. Whoa! The mirror jolts and bucks out of your hand, clattering to the ground. You stoop down, careful not to look too deeply. Hidden in the reflection of the mirror's surface, you can faintly make out a tiny wriggling shape trapped just beyond the veil of this world. The soul of the snake. Ooh, we just finished the snake one. Nice. So this is a protective talisman that I can use anytime then, I guess. What was I there? There. Guess we're done. Let's check the journal. The leech, that's the one. Gather inoculation ingredients. Um, Collect lazy grass from the fields. We have all of those. We should. Let me just check, but I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, we should have everything, so we can go back to swamp. There's some other things I want to do there as well. Is this, yeah. Because there's this big ogre thing as well. We need to change out some stuff now that we are here. We need these for the mosquitoes. This for the big ogre. This. Definitely need some of those butt stingers. And some of those. We haven't been here in a while, so might as well get a little bit of stuff. The leech. What do I need for that again? The spirit salts. I have one. Let me see if I can make some more or if I'm out of salt. Yeah, I'm out. Need to gather some more, but I can at least use this one I have. There we go. Guess we'll come back and get more later. I needed a lot of those vines. Dang it. Mm. Was I? Didn't say what he wanted. Well, to the sick house. Let's see. There we go. The nurse takes the dried grasses you have been so careful to keep intact and immediately crushes them into powder. The nurse nods at you, gathering all the ingredients into a small hand-sized mortar. You hold your breath as she mashes everything into a slimy, sticky liquid. Not the most, not the most pleasant stuff, but I can assure you it beats growing lumps where no lumps should be. Speak for yourself. One can never have enough lumps. The nurse shrugs at you, sucking up the bubbling mixture into an oversized syringe. She gestures for you to hold out your arm. After stabbing into your flesh several times, she fails to find any veins with the point of the needle. Sorry, you seem to have some strange physiology. Ha! Give it here, I'll do it. You seize the injector and jab it into your arm without further fuss. A cool sensation climbs into your fingertips. You doubt the medicine will have any effect, but at least it should make the nurse happy. There, I feel much better. Can I go inside now? Oh, yes, yes, of course you should be immune to the plague for the time being. Just be quick, the leech is very busy. Okay, let's go. New one. Yes, there he is. The doctor slithers from one patient to another, checking off little boxes on a clipboard. From under her wide-brimmed hat, she appears to notice you enter, but pays you no mind. You must be the leech. I was hoping you could help me find one of your patients. Do you have the symptoms? Crackling of the bones, oozing eyes, skin rot, perhaps a yellow liver? Let's get you examined. Leech extends her toothy snout, prodding your body and searching for some hidden malignancy. You slap her away with a swift palm. If it's sickness you're looking for, you won't find it on me. My dear, we're all sick with something when whether it's a broken heart or a broken arm, we all suffer in one way or another. You peer through her tightly wrapped garments and see a deep darkness underneath. Despite the warmth in her words, there is a sense of hunger and urgency in her tone. Yeah, so she probably makes people sick so that she can suck it out because she hungers for the sickness. Oh, I'm so happy Monster Energy, at least here in Norway, came out with zero sugar. And I'm so happy because it's so good and it makes me a little more awake and it's zero sugar. Yum, yum. I am here to heal, to mend, to put all your troubles at ease. Now tell me, what ails you? I told you already, I'm in perfect health. I'm here to find someone, a man who came through here with a sprained ankle. Half the patients who come to me have a twisted this or a broken that. Before the pox sets in, that is. Can you be more specific? What does he look like? That's weird. They come to you with something broken or twisted and then they get the pox. Oh, I'm not sure. Well then, how do you expect me to help you? Come back to me when you know who you're looking for. Look about the stickhouse at the coughing, wheezing, bedridden souls. Perhaps some of them will be able to identify the missing husband. Oh, is there no room to enter here? Oh, I thought I could. Oh, I can go around. Okay. Ooh, stuff. Wish there was stuff I actually needed, like those thorny things. But I take what I can get. Wait, what did you say? Darker complexion, dark hair, dark eyes. Dark hair, dark eyes. Is it him? There's something glittering here. Why can't I pick it up? Hmm. Deduce the description of the husband from the sick folk. Okay, so a husband, yeah, he had darker complexion. Okay, so he's darker skinned. Mm, there was a fellow with dark hair and dark eyes. It's the beardy guy you're looking for? You don't know where that short fella got to, eh? I missed that man with the beard. Okay, so it seems like it's a man with a beard. Well, do you have any better idea who exactly you're looking for? Sure, the most. I'm going to need a bit more than that. Dark in features. Narrowing it down, give me something else. Full beard. Ah, yes, I remember that poor man now. He came in with a swollen ankle, but on his journey through the swamp, he must have contracted the plague. His condition declined rapidly. I'm sorry to say, in the end, there wasn't much I could do for him, except make him comfortable. Oh, you killed him. You gave him the plague. He's dead? What sort of sick house is this anyway? My condolences, really. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to doing what I can for the living. Please tell me where his wife might collect his body. The nurse outside his side seemed to be having trouble keeping track of them all. I'm sorry that the information is reserved for next of kin, judging by your physique. I wouldn't say you were related to blah. I wouldn't say you were related to the deceased in the slightest. The doctor turns away from you to prepare vials of medicine. Better return to the old woman in the swamp with the bad news. Oh, that poor woman. Oh, let's see if we can go get give this to that giant guy again. Not that giant guy, but the other one. Okay, now we at least have a couple. Do you have any news of my husband? You bow your head in condolence. I'm sorry to say that your husband has passed away. The leech said he fell ill with the plague. Rather than grief, an expression of mild annoyance crosses the woman's face. Oh, what a nuisance. You don't seem that upset by the news? Well, he was getting on in years. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I just think it would be. I just didn't think it would be from some measly plague of all things. So, where is the fool now? I'm not sure, the leech wouldn't tell me, but her assistant mentioned having to dispose of the dead out in the swamp. Oh, brimstone and bandersnatch, I know I'm already in your debt, sister, but can I ask you for another favor? I suppose I've already stuck my foot in this mess. What is it? There's an old circle of power just west of here. It served me well in my younger years, and I expect it's still got some juice left. I need you to dust it off and fire it up again. I'll do it myself, but by the time I get there, my poor husband's body would already be reduced to warm sparks. What am I to do with this circle? You're a knowledgeable lass. The engravings on the obelisk should explain the rest. Hmm. Alrighty then. You brush off a blanket of thick moss and lichen from an ancient magical pattern carved into the earth. The essence of power awakes at your touch, bringing slight warmth to your fingertips. Four black stone obelisks are surround the ritual spot. You'll need to scrape off more overgrown decay to read the runic lettering engraved on their surfaces. The western obelisk requires a source of undead and animation. Oh, necromatron. The southern obelisk asks for a collection of bodily fluids to breathe new life into an unliving vessel. Okay. This and this. You fill the bowl with an offering of anatomic liquids. The fluid slowly disappears as if being drained by some unseen thirst until only the wet residue remains. The eastern obelisk yearns for the tooth of a dragon. You haven't seen any real dragons in years, but who knows what's out in the swamp? Ah, good thing I've got that. You drop the sharp reptilian fang into the stone basin with a heavy clunk. It spins like a top, emitting a high-pitched whine before shattering into fine white dust. Okay. Calls for proof of the dead. And the afterlife is nothing if not bureaucratic. A death certificate from the leech would fit the bill. Okay. Just trying to collect a good amount of these because they are always in short supply. Okay, back to the sick house and see if we can get a death certificate. The one that took me the longest so far was the snake, because I had to go around get all the different pieces, and to get some of the glass pieces I needed to go to the other areas to do stuff. The shadowy doctor prowls amongst the cots, eyeing the weakest patient with a dark hunger. She snaps a quick, quivering tentacle at you as you approach. Not a step closer, you know what sorts of disgusting maladies you might be carrying? Yes, yes, I'm a pox-ridden wretch, I know, but I need a death certificate from you, specifically of the short-bearded man we spoke about. His wife is in no condition to roll her chair through the swamp, so she asked me to collect it for her. I don't simply give out death certificates to anyone claiming to be someone's aunt, grandmother, or friend. This is a legitimate operation. She turns her back to you and rummages through a nearby medicinal closet. Now, where has that serum gone? Don't tell me we're already out. What's the matter? Out of stock? It's a shame you don't have time to go out yourself. She tenses at your continued presence. What are you getting at? Medicine for that death certificate. I think that's a fair trade, don't you? You would barter when people's lives are on the line? Fine, you'll have your paperwork, you filthy degenerate. Clearly too angry to speak with you, she shoves a list of required medicinal supplies into your hands. The leech stuffs the poultices into an unsanitary looking cabinet without a second glance. Clearly, blah blah, dragonfly. The leech takes the wings with a surprisingly delicate touch and lays them out carefully along the surface of a clear shelf. The leech inspects the barbs before placing each of them carefully into a velvet-lined container alongside the other excruciating-looking instruments. I've run your errands now. I really must insist on that death certificate. There's no need to get prickly. I have your papers right here. Leech extends her moist arm and thrusts a poorly written note into your hands. You shake the mucus from the paper and try to decipher the loopy, illegible scribbles. You're not even sure that the leech spelled the poor man's name right, but you suppose it's better than nothing. Next time I need a doctor's note, I'm better off forging this signature myself. You crumble the note into a tight roll for safety. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Is she gonna bring the man some peace, or are we trying to bring him back from the dead? Because that two very different things. Just getting some stuff back since I needed to give some to that leech. Mm. Not you. Go away. No, I don't want you. I want this guy. Take it, please. Okay, which way was that circle again? I forgot. I think I was just nearby it, but I was going the wrong way. Supposed to be. Isn't it supposed to be right here? Yeah, it is. Go away. There we go. Death certificate. The humid swamp air had made the paper of the death certificate soft and damp. As you drop it into the bowl, it decomposes before your eyes until nothing is left. With the final offering accepted, the obelisks surrounding the circle begin to hum. You can hear a strange melody playing through their discordant tones. The carvings on the ground burn with renewed energy, driving away the overgrowth. You're quick to step away as you feel a vacuous force pull at the circle's center. I suppose that's done the trick. Let's see what the writing has to say for itself now. You rotate your head to read the glowing letters on the edge of the circle. Hmm. Place the vessel of the deceased, yada yada, recite the evocation of necrodermis, blah blah, apply the canopic ointment. Right, seems straightforward enough. All I need to do now is go fetch the body of that poor fool husband. He should be here in the swamp somewhere. How do we know which one he is, though? Oh, that wasn't always there, was it? This must be where the nurse has been dumping the surplus of corpses. I needed to take a closer look at each of these to find the right fellow. Similar, but not the right body. This poor soul doesn't fit the description. Not the husband, this one. Not this one. This isn't him. Where on earth is that stinking body? You think I'd be able to find him among the dead here? You watch a particularly bloated fly land on a rotting hand poking out of the muck. Its disgusting proboscis probes at the withered flesh. Two globular red eyes slowly unglue themselves and swivel to boggle at the insect. A huge slime-covered tongue lashes out and pulls the hapless fly into a gaping toothless maw, along with most of the sunken corpse. Well, I suppose that explains where my misplaced man went. Canopy has a lovely young morsel wandered its way into my palace. You call this filthy bog a palace? He throws his head back, shaking the swamp with burbling laughter. Smaller frogs and newts scurry out of the way to avoid being crushed by his enormous bulk. Wouldn't you? This place is a ver- veritable bounty of insects, and my subjects have such healthy appetites, so they will all grow big and strong. I'd eat you too, but that head of yours looks much too hard. I prefer my food to be nice and tender. Look, you wouldn't perhaps have seen an old man pass through here, have you? About yay high, full beard, that is. The frog taps his fingers against a log, grinning an impossibly large grin. Oh, yes, I do believe I've seen the chap. He had such a delectable aroma and full of the bone ribs. But I'm sorry to say that once something goes down the hatch, it never sees the light of day again. We'll see about that. I'm sure I can come up with some just desserts for you. The frog rolls his eyes around and around as if daring you to try something. You wrap a juicy looking grub around the medicinal tablets and offer it up to the Frog King. Your Majesty, I really must find the whereabouts of that gentleman. Perhaps this small tribute will persuade you to loosen your tongue? The frog gulps down the tantalizing meal without a thought. Oh, delectable gift. Thank you, my pretty. Now, I already told you where. His nostrils flare for a moment, then he sneezes, sending specks of wet mucus flying. The frog's throat suddenly expands, filling with gas. The belch that erupts from its lips resonates so loudly that the entire swamp ceases its buzzing. You avert, av- you avert your eyes, but the noise and smell of the frog's explosive eruption almost knock you off your feet. Great, Glinda's ghost, what a stench! Oh, that was the witch, sorry. The frog wobbles on his legs, looking thoroughly emptied. He teeters before rolling his huge body back into the swamp with a thunderous splash. You spot the slippery body of the husband floating in the bog water. Luckily, he seems to be missing some bits and pieces, so he should fold up quite nicely. Ugh. Okay, I guess we're taking him then. Let me get some more of this salt. Thank you very much. And down here again. The circle of power is ready and waiting for its necromantic purpose. Place the husband. With considerable effort, you unfold the husband's decaying body from his satchel and slap it down in the middle of the circle. Invisible shackles wrap around the corpse's limbs and pull it spread eagle against the ground. Strange mist rises from the obelisk, casting everything in a sickening green light. Slowly but surely, the corpse begins to levitate off the ground. It rotates to face each obelisk one by one. Oh, get on with it. I haven't got all day. You give the rotting head a good kick as it passes by you. With a gasp of stale air, the body drops to the ground. Suddenly, it bolts upright. Go! Well, hello there. You caused me a lot of trouble, you know that? The reanimated corpse claws at his throat. Oh, sorry, wait a moment. Near your feet, you see a disembodied tongue flopping about on the ground like a worm. You scoop it up and quickly toss it into the man's gaping mouth. Though he moves his jaw, his lurching voice seems to be to emanate from someplace beyond. Murderer! What? I am not. You were quite dead when I found you. No, Leech murdered me. He clutches at his hollow chest as if trying to feel his heart beating. Gave me plague drained my blood. Leech murdered others. He swings a limp arm towards the body-filled bog. I knew there was some awful stink about that sick house. What sort of doctor infects her own patients? Check her office. Fine proof. Don't you worry, I'll make sure that parasite gets what's coming to her. But you should head back home. Your wife is worried half to death about you. He turns and looks longingly over his shoulder. You can hear his vertebrae popping. Yes, I lay. As he shambles into the choking mist, he gives you a crooked nod of thanks. Ooh, we're going to get that leech. You just wait. You get this though, and this. While the leech is busy with her patients, you rifle through the content of the various cabinets in her office, mostly dried herbs and potions. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. That is, until you notice a suspicious looking bookcase set against the wall. The books are all fake, just chopped down spines glued to a solid plank. Your fingers race across the medical titles and quickly find a loose volume. The click of a switch, the whole bookcase swings open to reveal a secret compartment. Cool. Your heart jumps at the sight. Racks upon racks of bottled blood are arranged like fine wines. Each vessel meticulously it catalogs the name, description, and age of its source. Looks like that thirsty slug's been sapping the living for years. On a nearby table, you spy a decanter half filled with ruby red liquid. You wonder whose blood it contains. A dash of salt would remind that slimy worm that there's worse things out there than bloodsuckers. Uh, salt. Uh, do I need to make salt to leech wine? I don't have straight up salt, though. Um, can we just do it like this? No, can't. Hmm. Also, I have no health items. I just noticed. Here we go. How are we supposed to put salt in if we can't? Am I stupid? Cause I don't know. Oh, there. I just saw the icon. Use this. Make spirit salts. And there we go. You sprinkle a generous amount of embalming salts collected from the graves of the leech's victims into the decanter. Oh, the great irony! As the salt dissolves into the bloody cocktail, you hear the telltale squelching of the good doctor's approach. What are you doing? Can't you see that this is my private office? I already helped you enough, so there's no reason you ought to be here. He hastily shuffles you out of the room. Now get out. This place is only for the sick. You're certainly right about that. You walk just out of sight before doubling back to hide behind a withered get-well bouquet. You peer at the vexed leech as she slithers around the office, checking every cabinet and locker for tampering. She mutters something expletive about nosy old women. Satisfied, she sighs with relief and reaches to pour herself a glass from the tainted decanter. Oh, that addition of black fever adds a certain nutty quality. Maybe it will pair well with an infusion of peat moss palsy in the next batch. She takes a sip, waiting just a moment before throwing her head back and guzzling it all down. Lovely, sharp flavor, full body too. Suddenly the leech snaps to attention. Her limbs dart out, writhing with uncontrollable gestures. She stabilizes herself against the table as sweat pools on her brow. The decanter shatters against the floor in an explosion of glass. What's happening? The leech spasms as the tendrils of ghostly spirits begin to suck the moisture from her body. You watch as she dwindles in size, shrinking like some horrible raisin. Nice. You inspect the mummified worm, pressing it between your fingers lightly, drained by the very spirit she was supposed to be healing. In your fingertips, you make out the faintest of heartbeats, the soul of the leech. Nice, 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 nice. I don't believe it. This was happening right under my nose this whole time. Yes, it was, lady. Okay, so now we need to collect the bear, which we need to go back to forest for. So let's go see the old lady. Actually, I want to do this. Can I not? Oh, they're happy. Okay. Never mind then. Let's go see the old lady and her husband. Um, let's get some more salt. I had to use it. Why, thank you, sister. He's good as new. I wouldn't call him good as new, but sure. Let's go. So the other one should be up in the other area. Oh, make one of these. Eat it. Thank you. Might as well get some fur. And these. Think I can change out these for this one and Don't know if I need this, but let's put all three here just in case. I think the area where we have to go for the bear is up here. Should be all the way up to the left, I think. Or is it on the other side? Yeah, it's all the way up to the left. Over on the other side. Or is it not where... Wait. Now I'm confused. Hmm. Where does this go? That's Lake Shore. Yeah, so this is here. Okay, let's check the map then. Swamp. That's the encampment. Oh, was it over in the field? Oh, okay. So, yeah, it was all the way up to the left in the fields. Let's go here, actually. That goes faster. Let's see. You are the swamp. You should be the fields. Yeah. Mm. Ooh, what did I need for those? Again, these, right? Um, there. Just getting a couple. Okay, this should be it. Yeah, apiary. This is where we should be getting the honey to make the honey mead. Heidi ho, I'm afraid we're closed for the season. Closed, but I need some of your honey right now. Sorry, our supply was cleaned out a little while ago. Funny little man with a cart. You just missed him. Yes, I met him. He's the quartermaster for the bear, but he has had a bit of an accident on the road. I need to collect some more honey for the lakeshore camp. The bear? Well, that explains why that quartermaster perched it so dang much. I heard that lumbering bully would steal the nectar from a larva if it'd suit him. My poor bees have already worked themselves half to death for that odor, and they don't have any honey left. I wish I could do something to help you, but the only honey left in the entire apiary is Her Majesty's personal reserve. Her Majesty? Why, my sweet spring flower, the jewel of my crown, the golden sun of my. Yes, yes, get on with it. My beloved queen, she's as lovely as she is wise and resides over her flowered kingdom. A shrill voice pierces the meadow and sends chills down your spine. Slave, where is my dinner? I ordered you to bring me the finest sunflowers. Right away, my love. And I make it pretty this time. I don't want any another one of a dandelion bouquets like some common wasp. Yes, my sweet. I think I had better have an audience with the queen herself. Ooh, a chest. Ooh, nice. So, what do we need to generally well mannered but can be quite hostile when irritated? Okay. So, if I do that, what do I need to do then? Nothing? Okay. Hey, queen. The regal insect looks down her curled nose at you scornfully. That fool beekeeper is supposed to stop the rabble from trampling my delicate garden. Good help is hard to find, isn't it? And I suppose you come to lend a hand? No, I don't think so. What do you want, little beetle? You seem like a very busy woman, so I won't waste your time. I need honey, your best honey. She tilts her head, her long neck back, and lets out a buzzing laugh. Do you think I simply give my carefully cultivated riches to just any commoner? Do you have any idea how much time and energy he spent managing this colony? Everyone always wants something, but no one ever wants to work for it. In a rustle of petals, the beekeeper comes running over, holding out an assortment of beautiful prairie flowers. My darling sweetheart, I offer you the finest meadow flowers. I hope you find these to your liking. This is this marigold? You wax-brained fool! You know I despise the stuff. How many times must I repeat myself? Get out of my sight, all of you! My love, I have wronged you. Let me try again. You follow the beekeeper a short distance away while he busies himself picking more flowers. She seems to be in a foul mood. Does she always treat you like this? Well, yes, but it's really usually my own fault. Sometimes when she really gets her venom up, a little bit of smoke and soothing herbs calms her right down. You drug her. Smoke, you say? I'm sure I could come up with something to even out her mood. Ooh. There. Ah, need another one of this. Do, 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 do. Here we go. Oh, you assholes. You sneak! Do you honestly believe that your little puff of smoke can. The queen fans herself lightly as the world begins to push and pull all around her. Does anyone else feel a little. Anyways, as I was saying, you can't just. The sparkling sun bears down on the queen like a warm summer embrace. My, look at all these beautiful colors. Have they always been so bright? The queen bee stretches her arms across the sea of flowers, brushing the tips of the petals gleefully. She arched her limbs through the myriad of colors swirling about her head. It's gorgeous! Oh, wow, what's that delicious smell? Crackling into the waxen walls of her hive, the queen pulls out a golden honeycomb. She proceeds to messily stuff the honey into her face. Oh, delectable! Oh, it's so good! You simply have to try some, my dear. I never tasted anything so delicious in my life. She offers up a sticky handful to you. Why, thank you, my queen. Get. Bye. Guess there's nothing else I'm supposed to do here then? Oh, that was quick. Okay. Morphosis. I've already done that, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Pretty sure I already have it. Morphosis. Yeah, I already have it. And I crafted the protective talisman and collected the honey. So we should just be able to go back home. Or not home, but back to the forest, I mean. I wonder where these other places go. Seems from that we're only halfway through the game. Yeah. Gonna get all of this first. Wonder what we're gonna use to suit the sprites for, because we haven't used them yet. Okay. Add the honey and the morphosis. You ladle out a good portion of the writhing tar-like substance into the brewery. To be safe, you add a little bit more just for texture. The frothing basin at the brewery stands ready for the next one. Oh yeah. I suppose I wouldn't remember what we're about if you did. Here you go. Wow, you weren't kidding. Though that's nowhere near the kind of punishment the bear can dish out. I better find some more stuff to test it out with. Then I'll give the bear a piece of my mind. He stumbles off into the camp to find other objects to try against his newfound protection, leaving the bear's tent unattended. Okay. Ooh. Okay, we got some stuff as well. Anything else? Don't think so. No. Okay. You pause before dropping the tattered plaything into the brewery. A glint in its button eye reminds you of something, but the thought soon evaporates from your mind. You overturn your palm, and the stuffed bear splashes down into the concoction. It floats sadly for a moment before becoming waterlogged and disappearing under the surface. With the addition of the final ingredients, the brewing equipment is sealed and set to work. Steam hisses from rivets and its wall metal belly clanks and rattles. Before long, the waggling fingers of the gauges and dials settle down, indicating that the brew is complete. You give a quick sniff test and recoil at the sickening sweet vapors. You push an empty wooden keg under the contraption's spigot and crank the release valve. The brewery strains under the pressure and fills the keg with chunky, oozing liquid. May not be the finest honey mead around, but hopefully the great raging galoot won't stop to notice the difference. Here you go. Uh, Ah, Captain, I brought you more honey mead. The bear swipes up the tankard with his massive paw and tosses the contents into his slavering maw without hesitation. He licks his chops, savoring the peculiar flavor. With a sudden jerk, he bears down on you with a suspicion. Say, this tastes kinda funny. What did you do, soldier? It's a new recipe. I thought you might enjoy something with a little more sting in it. Ah, you know I hate new things. I'll teach you to with my favorite brew, you hazy. The bear is upon you with frightening speed. He raises the huge mace in his paw, um, skyward, and you brace for the impact. With an equal measure of speed, the sergeant leaps between the crashing mace and your hand. You peer through your fingers as a great clang resounds through the camp. The bear roars furiously as his blow is magically repelled from the sergeant's talisman. The mace goes spinning out of his paw and falls into the lake with a great splash. He gapes, dumbfounded as the sergeant stands before him completely unharmed. Oh, that'll teach you to pick on us, you big oaf. This has been a long time coming. The sergeant wags his finger at the bear. Why do you think? Who do you think you are, huh? You think you're so big and tough with your fancy feather hat and your big hunting club? Well, look at you now. The camp's soldiers gather to witness in stunned awe. Miraculously, the bear seems to shrink in the face of the sergeant's onslaught. If it was up to me, you'd be dishonorable discharge for disorderly conduct. You're a disgrace to the uniform. You're no captain of mine. With fear welling up in his eyes, the bear shrinks and shrinks until he is reduced to the size of a small cat. And another thing, what's happening? In place of the bear's drunken grimace is the stitched smile of a doll's grin. Two button eyes stare back at the disapproving faces surrounding the little plush toy. The sergeant takes a step back to reveal the small shape of a stuffed teddy bear where the brute once stood. Your transformative potion has finally done its work. Gee, I guess I overdid it? He scratched his head in befuddlement, but seems genuinely relieved. Hey, Sarge, I guess that means you're in charge now, right? Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Well, what are you all standing around for? The camp's a mess. Let's get to work. Yeah, you pick up the Dimu- blah, diminutive doll and brush some sand out of its fur. As you inspect it further, its head lolls to face you. Far within the glassy surface of its button eyes, you can barely make out a tiny crimson flame, the trapped soul of the bear. This ought to do what the old goat. Blah. This ought to be what that old goat is after. I hope he's happy. The souls of the bear, leech, snake, and ox jostle in your satchel with fearful energies. That's that then. I better get these back home to the goat before she ransacks the rest of the place. Yay, bear quest complete. Okay, let's go. Hey. Let's go home. Still haven't been able to open that chest down in the well in the forest. The goat rears his head at the sight of you. Its hooves pound the ground excitedly. Most excellent. I can sense the presence of spirits about you. You must have captured the souls I have asked for. No small task, I can tell you that. Just what you plan on doing with them. Oh, this and that. Nothing you must concern yourself with. What's important is that you are one step closer to fulfilling your contract with me. Just go ahead and place them in the shrine there. I'll take care of the rest. The goat shakes his head towards a carved relief at the back of the room, grinning in a horrible way that no goat should. As you bring the stuffed bear close to the carved stone relief in the wall, it spontaneously bursts into flames in your hands, burning away until only a harsh red stone remains. The stone slips out of your grasp and straight into a socket on the wall, buzzing like some angry insect. Uh, you are buffeted by flashes of the bear's wrath, drunken roaring, cowering bodies, splintered woods, the smell of honey. As with the first, the mummified husk of the leech turns to ash as you bring it close to the wall, leaving only a glowing orb in its place. Images of the leech slither into your mind, the pricks of a needle, the drip, drip, drip of draining fluid, soothing words, restless sleep. Prismatic colors flash through your head at the thought of the snake, secret lapped up by a forked tongue, whispers beneath the sound of festivities. The ox brings with him the overbearing heat of the midday sun, the salty tang of sweat in the soil, suffering, sacrifice, solitude. You step away from the shrine and its smoldering stones. Your burdens suddenly feel much lighter. Beside you, the sleeping maiden stirs in her slumber but does not wake. Now then, you've had a very long day. Why don't you get some rest? Tomorrow we shall pick up bright and early. Yes, I am quite tired. Ah, good morning, my swamp lily. I trust you slept well. Like the dead, you stretch out your back, making a sound like snapping twigs. Well, no time to dilly dally. I sense the next four souls on our list. Oh yeah, I totally forgot there were eight in total, and these were the first four. I totally forgot. You must travel east out of the forest and toward civilization. I hate crowds. Well, it can't be helped. You must seek out these souls in the village, the market, the docks, and the graveyard. The graveyard might at least be a reprieve from chattering townsfolk. All right, goat, I'll bring you your souls. You seem more reasonable today. Have a change of heart, perchance? If these next four are anything like the last, they'll get what's coming to them. I'm glad we have reached an understanding. Okay, collect four souls for the goat, the cat in the market, the rat in the graveyard, the fish in the docks, and the ram in the village. I do really want to keep playing because I love this game, but I think I am going to end this here. It's a pretty good ending spot. We finished the first four souls. So next time we'll be going into a more populated area, the city. and get the 4 next souls. So until then, bye!